let's see where we start with this. My name is Ronald Francisco Mergaleon. Most of my friends call me Ronnie. I am from South Florida, born and raised. I'm now 22 years old, and I'm figuring life out. And I'm kind of just stuck in this paradox of I finished school, I don't know what to do now. I have a career, like I'm doing stuff at the moment. I'm not just not doing anything, but I'm kind of lost in this position where I don't know what I'm passionate about. I don't feel like I have developed that part of the character. I did the work thing, I have good work ethic, I have my responsibilities down, everything like that. But I feel like I'm missing that key part of what life is. I want to find that passion. I want to find something that I am head over heels about. I will do whether I'm financially stable or not. Something that drives me to wake up every morning, do what I have to do, and then get as fast as possible to that passion. I want to start a YouTube channel because I feel like a lot of people can relate to what I'm going through. Kind of that feeling of being lost, or that feeling that you don't know what's next. And I've talked to a couple of people, about how I feel in this situation. And everyone kind of just tells me, like, you just gotta start doing something. And that's a lot easier said than done, because where do you start? But I think the point of saying just do and start something is more so related to you won't know what you're passionate about unless you try something. Doesn't matter what it is. I might even go try fishing, which is not something I thought I'd do. But I'm open to anything. I think I just need some guidance in my life, which is another thing that kind of like I aspire to figure out soon. The main thing I was thinking about is that I used to have a goal. School was the goal. I worked to pay for school. I hung out with friends. I had a social life. I had everything within my 4 years of my collegiate experience that I thought that life would be like that all the time. I'm just kind of in that limbo area. Like, what's next? There's just more. There has to be more to life than this. That's what I believe. This is the first thing I'm gonna do. So, some of the things I've been thinking about is when I turned 22 years old this past March, I wrote down a list of things that I really wanted to do. Came home and I just wrote down 22 things that I wanted to do in my 22nd year of life. I have 4.5 months to complete the rest of these goals that I have. And they're not gonna complete themselves until I do it, until I start. So this is me starting. We're gonna go over the 22 goals. Got a beautiful list right here. I'll put a pop-up in case. Let's see what it says. Number 1, begin saving more money. That's pretty important. I think that's pretty reasonable. No one plans for retirement, but you probably should. It's good to save a little bit of money. Number 2, start my YouTube channel. Thank you. This is exactly what I'm gonna be doing. Number 3, read more, learn more, understand more. This brings us to a new segment of our part of this video. I bought this book over a year ago. I have not opened this book. I've heard great things, and honestly, I think I need to read this. Because the reason I think I held back from starting my YouTube channel is because I cared so much about what people think. I just need to start learning how to not give a fuck. I'm going to be reading more. That is probably going to be our next video. So, little foreshadow there. Number 4, take a trip with my family. I've done a couple, but not to the extent that I want to, so I have some time. Gotta figure that out, but it would be beautiful to take a trip with my parents, my sisters, my brother. Make the most of it. I would love to have a little trip. Number 5, move somewhere new. Checking that one off. 6, learn the story of my parents' life. That's a pretty big one. I would actually love to do that. I'm glad I bought this camera. I'm going to interview one of these days my parents and kind of see the story of their life and document it as best as I can. And at the same time, it'll be a great moment for me to learn how to use the camera because this is very new to me. So I think it'll be cute. I'll make the beautiful video of me just interviewing my parents, have a beer with my dad, have a little bit of food with my mom, you know, just learn the story of their life, because I think everyone should do that. Number 7, increase my level in chess / advance in chess. At the beginning of this month, I was 400 elo. At the very moment, on my rapid, I'm at 745. I don't know if it's gonna zoom in on there. 745. I don't know if it's gonna, yeah, it should. I'm 745 rated on rapid. I'm gonna bring that up, you know. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll be a GM. You know. Number 8, get involved with the fraternity. I am a brother of the Kappa Sigma fraternity, Omicron Eta chapter at Nova Southeastern University. I was initiated back in 2019. I stepped away from the chapter. I would love to take a role in just kind of leading the chapter, showing them my experience, telling them my stories, guiding new brothers and helping them advance in brotherhood. One of my goals for the year. Number 9, create a better relationship with friends and loved ones. Never a bad time to do that. Always try to pursue being the best person you can to the people that you have around you and gain new friendships, be social. I love being social. I crave social interaction, and I just need to work on being a better friend and a better loved one for the ones around me. Number 10, work on my toxic behaviors. Pretty self-explanatory. I know my issues, gotta work on them. It's a work in progress. I don't expect to fix everything by a deadline, but a nice place to start. Number 11, improve my style in public exhibition. When I wrote this, I'm pretty sure I meant fashion, but at the same time, it's good to always work on your presentation and how you exhibit yourself to others. Number 12, learn an instrument. I used to be a band nerd, a really cool band nerd. Played a lot of instruments. I miss playing an instrument. Ideally, I think we're gonna try to learn the piano. Number 13, travel to new cities and countries. Checking that out and off. I had a trip to Spain that unfortunately got canceled. I am visiting new cities all the time for work now. It is amazing, but to be a little bit of a travel bug is the goal. Number 14, continue to work out and improve your body. You know, mental health is very important. Physical health is very important. Always gotta stay healthy and fit. I'm hoping to have a rockin' body, you know, but at the same time, I'm just doing this for health reasons. I'm Peruvian. Unfortunately, we suffer from the heart pretty often from how much we eat and all the carbs we eat, so gotta make sure I protect myself. Make peace with people I need to. Self-explanatory. Would love to make peace with a lot of people that I have done wrong or owe an apology to. So, number 16, face my fear of roller coasters. That's a pretty big fear. I don't know if I'm gonna conquer that. I'm gonna try to go on roller coasters, small ones. I'm terrified of roller coasters. Just the fear of not being in control. I don't know what to do about it, but we'll work on it. 17, learn a new form of transportation. This one, I started this one. I bought a skateboard, used it twice. Have not gone back to it. Maybe skateboarding is just not for me, or maybe I just haven't tried hard enough. However, by a new form of transportation, I mean a new form to get around. Skateboarding, rollerblading, surfing, segwaying, motorcycle. I would love to get a motorcycle, so something to keep an eye on. Number 18, run a marathon. This one, the goal was to run the New York City Marathon. At the time when I wrote this, I would have had enough time. The New York City Marathon is next week. There's no way I'm gonna get to that. However, I have until March. I've seen a couple of videos of people doing a marathon with no training. I don't know if I'm gonna get to that, but the goal is to run a marathon before my 23rd birthday. And we will do that. We will do that. Number 19, go on a hike, climb a mountain. I go on hikes all the time. I would love to climb an actual mountain though. like a peak. Maybe camp there. That's one of the goals. Number 20, get a new tattoo. I got one new tattoo while I was in Peru. It's pretty cute. No issue getting a couple more, you know? 21, become ambitious again. This is the first step to that. Actually doing something for myself, you know? Discovering my passions. I'm going to be ambitious again. Number 2, make every day important. Do something more every day. I lost that one. I don't know if I can retrofit the time that I did not spend working on bettering myself. However, never too late to start. So I do make every day count in the sense that I wake up, I do my responsibilities, I make sure the people that are around me know that I love them, I'm glad that they're around me. I'm making every day count by appreciating what I have. However, I need to take that a step further and actually make the most of those days. So those are my 22 goals for the next 4 months. The majority of our videos will probably be directed to that. I will definitely be doing a book review. I suck at reading, but I will read this. I will have to do this like a chapter a day or something, just to make sure I finish the book. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. This has been one long take. So, thank you for joining. See you on the next video.